Are we live?
I don't know. There's two. We're live, but we're frozen. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's frozen. So do I X out of that?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. We're the WW Gays.
I'm Nick.
I'm Jean-Luc. Sorry about the technical difficulty. Not working. I just got a message. Well, is it try back again? Let me just message. Sister, that we're there.
Okay, so
Are we there? Are we here? Where are we?
So hi everyone. So we have
Hi.
chat open here. So live chat's open. So if you guys say anything, we see you guys are frozen.
You guys are frozen, it says, but that was at 8:01,
Yes,
so
I
that's
think-
been a few minutes since then.
So welcome to our first live show.
Wow, this is really weird.
I know we never thought we would actually do a live show, but
Never.
Here we are right now.
And here we are doing a live show.
So why do we do our channel? Why are we doing this? Like, why do we do these videos every week? Why are we?
Well, honestly, the beginning of all of this was to explain to people the journey that we went through, and we didn't realize that what it was going to become.
What was the journey?
It was
Because some people may be watching us for the first time.
Yeah, basically it was us figuring out that we were obese and overweight and needed to do something and needed to change our life.
Yeah.
So we decided to go on this journey, and it was a heck of a journey. In 10 months, let's say 10 months, we lost a combined weight of 212 pounds. I've lost 100.
I've lost 112.
And I fluctuate between that 100 because my goal weight and all that, I have a fluctuation there that I'm allowed to make.
He's lifetime now.
I'm a lifetime member of WW, which is phenomenal, because even today we were talking about it and I was like, can you believe I'm lifetime?
Yeah.
Like, I never thought this would ever happen.
No, for sure.
So why do you think we've done this?
Because, well, we did the journey because we wanted to be together and we wanted to live a longer life together and not die young, because that's the path we were headed to, but also because, and now that we've gotten to this point now, it's to help you guys.
Well, yeah, I think this is only just for us. I think it keeps us honest.
Yeah.
We've actually been more honest with ourselves because of these videos.
Yeah.
Because guess what? If we're not honest with us and honest with guys, we can't be honest with anybody.
So Lindy's watching, and she just said that she's making a
panzerotti from last night.
So,
yeah, they were so good.
They were so good.
That dough, honestly, is so multi-purpose.
Yeah, if anybody watching doesn't know about the pizza dough, we have a recipe.
We have a recipe and a video on how to make the 2-ingredient pizza dough. Yeah. It is phenomenal. I've made dessert with it. I've made pizza bombs. I was talking to somebody else yesterday on Facebook after she saw our panzerottis, and I was saying, I really want to try pot pie next with that somehow, like just a top crust with it. So I don't know. You'll probably end up seeing something like that at some point.
So we want to say today is Remembrance Day here in Canada. So
so November 11th, and we're celebrating 100 years
since the end of
World War I. Which is crazy when you think about it, because we live in a country now
we can do this.
We can be the WW Gays and be proud of it, and we have 555 subscribers.
Actually, that's changed now. It's actually 560.
560 subscribers.
That's,
but not to say that, but the fact that these veterans and these people went to war for our freedom and really gave us this beautiful country that we live in to this day, where we can state our opinions and state our thoughts and have freedom that a lot of people don't have out there today. And I only hope that someday people can realize how important it is to
who they are
and be unique,
self.
be your authentic self. Exactly, be who you are and be proud of it.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
So we want to also thank, like I was just saying, we have 560 subscribers
560 subscribers.
When we started this, it was really just for family and friends. Like,
well, it
was originally just to help people that we knew at first.
Yeah, well, we had always talked about possibly doing some type of YouTube channel, but we didn't know where we were going to go with it. Yeah. We didn't know how it was going to work or anything like that.
So just so you always be yourself. Exactly.
Exactly.
So just so you guys are aware, as we're talking now, you guys can already send us questions.
And
so we actually have notepads here. So
I doodled.
WWGays.
I doodled.
So as you guys have questions for us, you can write them down and just send them to us through the chat.
Or you can send them.
If you're not signed into YouTube and you can't send messages through YouTube, you can also, if you go on Facebook, if you go on Instagram or Twitter, we post it today, and just use our handles, like on Twitter at W_gays, and we'll be able to see when people tag us and ask us questions. So go ahead and ask us questions. We'll be able to answer anything you guys have. We just decided we'll talk a bit first and get you guys to think up questions.
We have 17 people watching.
Exactly. So hi,
that's
everyone.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Keikos is
my sister just said hi to our cats.
Yes. Was he around? That was Saba that was meowing in the background. Actually.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
Saba was saying hello.
Hi, you wanna come
So what did we so far?
It was a crazy weekend, actually. So
Friday
we went to karaoke.
Which
Some of you guys saw me singing.
Got to show him.
Karaoke.
It showcased his singing.
I love to sing. I've been singing since I was really young, actually, and it's been a hobby and a love of mine. What does that say?
I wrote it down. Keep going.
Okay, so we went to sing karaoke on Friday night. Yesterday morning, we woke up and we went to Body Attack. Our instructor from Body Attack is back, which we love her.
We love Alex.
Alex is fantastic.
Yeah.
She's just at the gym down the street from where we live, and she just had a baby, so she's like back in gear. And it's just absolutely amazing to be back close to home.
Yeah.
We were going to a different city for the same class on Saturday mornings. It was great, but it wasn't our regular class. So once you start finding something that you really, really like, and a person that you really like, an instructor especially, all the other instructors are fantastic, but you still like your core instructor. Yeah. So we did that.
And then yesterday...
Then we went to weigh in.
Yeah, we weighed in. So yesterday I went down 0.4 this week, so I now weigh 170.
And I went up.
Yeah, he went up.
3.4. But guess what? I'm still in my goal. I'm still at my goal. I'm at 175.1. And I have that 6 pound range almost. Well, 5 pound, 6 pound range that I can fluctuate. Because my goal, again, was 174, which I've hit. And I maintained. And I can go anywhere from 176 to 171. And I have no issues with that.
172.
It's 172. 172. Yeah. Actually, I can go up to 171. They would let me go.
Yeah, if you actually come down.
I can go below if I wanted to. But right now, I'm sticking at that weight for the time being. Holidays are coming, so you know what? I'm keeping that in mind.
We're already kind of planning what we want.
Yeah, we're planning that for Christmas season because you know what? Guess what we did today on top of that? Because that was our next topic. Oddly enough, that we
actually decorated for Christmas today. We didn't do the house yet, but we did outside. We put our Christmas lights up, and it's kind of starting to feel like Christmas. We put away all the stuff in the backyard, so summer and fall are officially over. Winter is here.
It was cold. We were gonna do all of this yesterday.
It was so cold.
And we went out and we looked into our garage and we pulled out some of the Christmas decorations, and it was freezing.
Yeah.
It was we did it today, and thank goodness we did it today. Because what did we do after? Let's go back to
weighed in yesterday.
We weighed in yesterday, and then we came home and
we just basically.
You're gonna check your connection. It's not good. So
that's good. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So essentially, so that's what we did so far this weekend. So you might have a cat that might walk by because Saba's decided to come.
Saba's like, ooh, look at this. What's going on?
There he is. You can see his whiskers.
Saba. Come here, baby.
Okay, so now we kind of give you guys a rundown of our weekend, what was going on. We gave you guys a weigh-ins. If you guys want to share your own weigh-ins weekend from this week, share it below, comment, tell us how you're doing, tell us, let us know. We can clap and congratulate you with that too, so let us know how you're doing as well. So now we'll start the Q&A. So how this is going to go, you guys ask us questions. We're going to answer as many as we can. We are going to stop the show probably at 8:30, so if we run out of questions before then, we'll just stop. Yay, Lindy, 3.2.
Woo! Love Saba and Keikos.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sandy.
Thanks, Sandy.
Yeah, great job, Lindy. You've been doing so good. So proud of you. And
6.2 for Katrina.
6.2.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's awesome. That's so cool, Katrina. That's absolutely amazing. Yeah. So we do have some questions that we were asked. So I'm going to start.
I'll start with the ones on Facebook.
Yes, which were these ones over here.
Terry,
right?
we met. Terry asked us where do we get our chili lime spice? So
Well, usually this could be, however, because sometimes these ones
Or
have a black limited edition.
So they might not be
So
at
they
all
might not make them anymore either. Like we might have caught it on when we did catch it.
And Susan's down 3.4 this week.
Go
Good
Susan!
job, Susan.
Awesome. I did find.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. I did find this one the other day, which is another chili lime rub from Weber, and this one was found at Fortino's.
So Loblaws company.
So Loblaws again.
So for this one too, we also buy it at Food Basics sometimes, and we find that Food Basics tends to have more stock than any other store. Because we tend sometimes when we go to Walmart, they tend to run out a lot of these spices. So Food Basics has been the one that we've been able to get into the most.
Exactly.
So if you still can't find us, let us know. We'll try to figure out a way for you to actually be able to find it. Because we obviously use it a lot.
You may be able to Amazon something similar, if not exactly the same.
Yeah. So the next question was from Kyla, and she was asking us how was doing the WW together impacted our journey. We both have said that we could have done it without each other.
And I know that's I don't want to sound discouraging I don't want people to get discouraged by saying that. We did this together because we knew we needed to change something in our lives.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that no one can do it alone.
Yeah, it's possible. You can.
It is able to do it.
But for the two of us, we have certain character flaws that if we weren't together, we would have reverted back a lot earlier than we normally would have.
And this weekend has been a fun weekend. We've not been as we have a long weekend because we are off tomorrow ourselves.
Yeah.
So we had a few drinks last night. Yeah. We had some snacks that we normally wouldn't have, but you know what? We thought, why not? It's a weekend where we went to the gym every day. We're gonna go back to the gym tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the journey is never done, and I think that's what we really need to emphasize as much as possible is that this journey always is ongoing.
Now. Yeah, it's constantly.
So we're gonna have some trials and tribulations, and we're gonna have some like stepping stones and some blocks and things that prevent us from moving forward. But we're always gonna move forward.
Yeah, but the thing is, now to go back to the question, is together we need each other to do this.
Yeah, completely.
I have an issue with getting up in the morning. I don't like waking up. I could sleep for hours. I've actually missed entire days of my life because I've slept. So I love sleeping. So he can get me up and wake me up.
I wake up no matter what.
Yeah, and then vice versa. I'm good at eliminating foods out of my diet. I can say I'm not having this anymore cold turkey and I'm done. He has more of a little harder time with it, so I'm able to kind of push it on him.
But I think this is the sweet tooth thing, though.
Yeah.
Because you know what? I crave sweets. I crave sugar. And that's what makes it hard for my journey.
So we now have a question. We got it from the comments here from Sandy. Hi, Sandy. So she was asking if it gets easier. Does the journey ever get easier for us? And it does. It does. I do find it's easier now than it was at the beginning because at the beginning it was change.
It's like we wanted to try stuff. We were like, are we gonna waste something? You know what I mean? Now we get to the point where we're like, you know what? Even if we make something that we don't like, at least we tried it. Right? We tried something different. We tried something new.
Yeah. And
as far as the journey getting easier, I think it becomes more habitual.
Yeah.
I don't want to say easy because nothing in life is actually ever easy.
Yeah.
You know? But you end up becoming so routined in what you do that, I guess then eventually in your mind, it does become easy. Yeah. Other things come up that throw you off and then you have to readapt.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing is being adaptable is
But I will say this, it's still not easy.
Yeah.
Like it's still not easy now. Like it's not like, oh yeah, it's a piece of cake. We forgot this figured out. You know, we can walk down the street and you're always constantly still thinking about stuff.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way it should be. I think with the fact that a lot of us don't think about our food and our diet and our exercise is actually the reason why so many of us have issues is because with fresh moms, my mom always had dessert on the table at afternoon. She's still like that. So that's what it does. It makes you like. I forgot. I got my train of thought there.
You got your train of thought. You shouldn't read the comments as they're coming along.
I was looking at the comment, but that's the thing. It's still not super easy, but it has gotten easier. So I guess that's kind of the sweet thought. I hope that answers your question because, like I said, I don't want to discourage anyone and be like, oh my I have to do stress in my life, but if you have to constantly think of what you're doing for the rest of your life in order for this to work.
I said this today. WW is the magic wand.
Yeah.
It is a huge portion of your life that makes a drastic change in your life, but you need to be able to control all this. And as much as the WW program and WW workshops allows you to, feel better about yourself, lose weight because you do end up losing weight.
Yeah.
You still need to realize that there's a lot of mental health stuff that you need to learn how to go through and how to add that as part of your routine and part of your life.
Did you ever, so Julian asked, did you ever have weeks in your journey earlier on where you gained instead of consistently lost? You did, how well?
You stay on track. Sorry, this thing won't, I wish it would just stay up.
If you did, how did you get back on track when I see again get so discouraged?
Thanks, Julian. So yeah, we've gained, so especially the last few weeks, the last few months, we've gone up and down. But at the beginning, I gained 1 week.
You gained 1 week, but I did not gain much at the beginning.
No.
We were very, very lucky that we consistently lost. But when I say consistently lost, it does not mean that we lost big amounts. There were weeks where we lost maybe 0.3 or 0.1 or a pound.
Yeah.
Which we celebrated those anyway.
Like this week I lost 0.4 and to me that's perfectly fine.
I gained 3.4 and I'm completely fine with it.
A few weeks ago I gained 7.4 I think in 1 week, and
you have every right to mourn and be discouraged with those.
It makes sense.
But you can't let that
be the end of it.
Exactly. You have to just pick yourself up.
Yeah. And I know it's not easy.
And it's not. It's not. And even for us, it was harder at the beginning for us in certain ways, because if one of us lost and the other one didn't, not this much this time around, but in the earlier times when we started with WW back in the day, like 5 years ago, it was really hard to see one lose weight and the other one not. It was usually him
losing weight.
And I would lose weight and he would not lose weight.
Yeah. And I'll say this, the WW change to freestyle is what worked for my body. So I know a lot of people that don't like freestyle, and I can see why for some people it wouldn't work. So I can see that, for some people, the new freestyle program doesn't work for them. So maybe you need to try to figure out how, use the tools to try to figure out how to make it work for you. But for me, freestyle was a game changer. It completely changed my way of thinking of how to eat. And now I eat a lot healthier. I eat better, and I love eating better. I would have never been able to do this before. Ask my mom. If she was here right now, she'd be like, I've tried to make you eat stuff when you were a kid. And I never did because I was so fussy. I did not eat a lot. And I still to this day, I don't like any condiments. I don't like mustard, ketchup,
vinegar. He actually now eats yogurt and siracha on a burger, which he never would have done that before. Which of all condiments to put on a burger are sriracha and yogurt.
It's so good.
And he loves it.
Yeah.
Lindy actually just asked a question. I'm going to actually pop it back up again. And it has to do with exercise and keeping your... she's been getting discouraged.
I'm maintaining my exercise. I'm at home actually, but last week I haven't been able to keep it up how much I was previously doing. How do you
maintain an exercise routine? The one thing that I've told everybody, and I think it's really important how you maintain it, is find a consistent time that works for you. Find that time and keep that time as if it was a part of your daily work schedule. You can't falter from that for the first little while.
I'll give you an example. I've been going to the gym on and off since 2007. So for 11 years. Back in 2007, I used to over 300 pounds. Back then, I decided I needed to lose weight. I did. I lost 75 pounds, not as much as this time, but I had lost some then. And it was on my own. I didn't have WW to help me. It was just me.
Prior to meeting me.
Yeah, prior to meeting him. And, back then, I used to go to the gym on a certain time, and I hated going at that time. It usually was after class or after work. And I hated it. And in the end, when I hated it so much, I stopped going because I hated doing it so much. This time, when we went back to the gym and when we started doing exercise, we started to figure out, okay, what do we like?
Well, I remember at one point, you were going after work and I was going in between work.
Yeah.
At one point, I was able in my job to do a split shift where I'd work a few hours in the morning, go to the gym, I'd take 3 hours off of work, go to the gym, and then come back to work and work my afternoon, which worked for me for a while, and I really enjoyed doing that. But then it got to the point where my days got so long that I didn't like that anymore either.
And so what we've learned this time is that we like working out in the morning, and we actually wake up every day at 4:15 in the morning.
4:15 a.m. to be at the gym by 5.
By 5 a.m.
By 5 a.m.
And a lot of people look at it and say, what? that early, but it's what works for us.
Yeah. If going to the gym after work works for you,
Then
if
go
going to the
after work.
gym means going home, putting all your kids to bed, and then escaping to the gym, or doing your workout at home in your basement.
But actually, like Lindy was saying, so they keep the interests at home, so that what you're doing at home, add new things.
Yeah.
Try to find different things at home that maybe you'll find a little bit more
Try
fun.
to find YouTube channels.
I've always told people, like, one of the things that you can do is, most people have multiple TVs in their home. Turn on your TV in multiple rooms in the house, the same show you're watching, and just walk around your house watching your TV show.
If you have a Wii or one of those game consoles that has like activity on it, play a game. Don't make your activity the same type of activities you're always having to do or that you're doing all the time. Switch it up a little bit. I think that will make it even more entertaining for you.
Yeah.
And make you want to do it a little bit more. And I just got another comment there. Sorry guys, this is all new to us, so we're still trying to figure out how to...
I don't get why it's not keeping it
Thank you guys. Oh, you're welcome, Julian.
That's actually... Julian,
I'm loving the walk a mile, yes.
Thanks, you guys. Yeah, so like we said, just use that. Try to change it up.
I was doing the Wii step for a while there. Like when I first started, I took the Wii out and I was doing the step activity, and it was great. It was really good.
Kind of work demands with your commitment to your new lifestyle. It's a real challenge for me. So Lisa
Robinson, I think it is,
says, how do you balance work demands with your commitment to a new lifestyle? This is a real challenge for me.
It's actually funny that you say that, because not only did we change our lifestyle last year, but we both started new jobs as well.
Yeah.
So our lives have completely changed.
We were actually, like, the other day we had a memory on Facebook that shows where we were last year at this time. And it's been like a 360 in our lives. Our jobs changed. We both love our jobs now.
We were really it's really funny how, because of what we've added to our life as physical activity, the jobs that we now have are more physically demanding, in the sense that we are involved in so many more things that we ever had been involved in before.
Yeah.
We're volunteering for things.
Yeah.
We're participating in work events that we never would have done before.
So it's helped actually push us to do even more at work
More
than
at
we did
work.
before.
Yeah.
And I guess the thing that's for us, like, how do we balance both, is we just always force ourselves to always make sure we have activity somehow in the day.
Yeah.
If it means that, today I can't go to the gym, then at work I go for a walk sometimes at work for half an hour. And I know some people might not be able to do that, but I can.
Even just getting up from your desk.
Yeah.
For every hour for 5 minutes, getting up from your desk and actually just moving. Because what ends up happening is we become so creature of habit. So break those bad habits and create new habits.
Yeah.
Create good habits.
And then I'm trying to think of what else you can do to try to balance your work, because I can understand a lot of people. I've known people who work late hours, and I have too before. It's not something new to me. But I guess what works for us is, because we go in the morning, we always end up having that workout.
And it creates that energy for the rest of the day.
Yeah, like we are always. If I this last week, I went back to the gym consistently every day. So this was my 6th day in a row at the gym consistently since Tuesday, and then last 2 weeks before that, I had missed the gym a lot because I'd gone to certain classes. I started doing body pump again, and so it was a lot more hard on my muscles. I was a little more sore. So I skipped the gym. And so all the last 2 weeks, though, at work, I had zero energy. I was tired. I didn't want to do anything. I was lethargic. I was doing my work, but I was trying to get through it. This week was completely different. I was so energized. I had so much energy to do everything. So, yeah, it's hard to balance both, but I find that they've kind of helped each other. My work and my new life has kind of melded together to create this better synergy. Because we were just talking about this. All the Christmas decorations we did today, last year when we did stuff like this, we would have been dead.
Well, it probably would have took us 5 hours extra. It took us 2.5 hours to put the Christmas lights around the entire house.
Yeah.
The poles. These were all new lights too, because we had rentals. So we'd never done this before.
Yeah, it's all new setup.
We put our backyard away, and then we came into the house at 2:00 and went, "Wow, I actually still have energy right now."
Yeah.
So we do have another question here that I wanted to answer, and it was from Lindy, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you so much. We love making these videos for you guys. Thanks, Lindy and Sandy, for stating that you guys love watching our videos.
Someone else asked if we can't kill. I'll go. There's another comment.
So Lindy just asked if there was any foods we couldn't swap out or make healthy. And one of the ones that we've said from the get-go was Chinese food, like our regular Chinese food. Guess what, though? We don't want it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
As
or if I do, I don't think I'll
want
get
the chicken balls. And he convinced me because
we can make the rest and it tastes
my
just as
stir
good.
fry, my stir fry quinoa my quinoa fried rice.
And when you do the triangle noodles,
or my triangle noodles,
the beef and broccoli, the chicken broccoli that you do,
it feels like it's Chinese food. So why go buy something that I'm going to spend money on that I'm not going to enjoy as much?
We've realized in the last few months that the food that he makes has been so good that whenever we go to restaurants, we're actually disappointed now. Unless it's a very like high-end restaurant that makes something that's like, you know, those amazing foods. Like, we don't want to go to Swiss Chalet right now. We don't, because it's not.
There's nothing wrong with going there. Don't get me wrong.
Because you know what, if I was in a pinch and we had to eat something
know
quick,
that
we would go there.
Yeah,
I'm saying generally we enjoy making our own food.
We love making our own food.
Yeah.
And I think what ends up happening is it makes us be more active
Yeah.
because we're actually standing up doing stuff during the day. Like, instead of sitting around all afternoon, we actually got up and made our dinner, and we made it earlier because we knew we were going to be on live with you guys tonight.
Yeah. So there's another comment here. So let me go back to. The only food for me that I have not been is cheese.
Cheese, yes. Although he has replaced it with cheese.
I've cut it down completely though.
Okay.
Be honest. Do you have a rivalry in your WW journey from Andrew of WW? So do we have a rivalry? No.
The two of us?
Yeah.
It's never been a rivalry.
No. Even like when we talk about like the gym,
we don't compete. Even though today in attack, there's one part in our body attack class that
you face each other.
You face each other, and we always are like, "I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you."
But it's just to push each other.
It's just to push each other further, and it's like, and it does. It makes us want to work harder. And he's striving for 400 floors on the stairs. I don't strive for the 400 floors.
We each have different
300
goals.
and something.
Yeah.
I was trying to run a 10K. I got my 10K. I don't do it all the time anymore, but now I know I'm going to want to do it again because I want to make sure that I can prove to myself that I can do it.
Yeah, and next year we will actually, like, we're doing a CN Tower climb in 2 weeks. So, again, if anybody wants to donate to
we have the link out there on our page.
On our page, so to sponsor our climb. We're climbing for the United Way, so we're going to try to climb a 1776
We've done
steps.
it in the past.
Yeah.
So,
but even that, we're not going to compete against each other for that. If I get a faster time, it doesn't matter.
But
if he gets a faster time, it doesn't matter.
The last time we did it, I had trained for the tower.
Yeah,
you hadn't trained.
And he stayed behind.
I stayed behind and I walked up with him.
I told him this time to go on his own, that he does not have to wait for me.
He'll probably be going further than I will because he's climbing the stairs more than I am. Actually, I think we both climb pretty much the same.
So, that's the thing. Like, we don't feel like... I find that if you work together, it's better than a rivalry. I think it pushes us to do a lot more stuff because we are pushing each other.
Thank you, Lisa.
What did she say?
She said thanks for the great advice, and she's listening in from Vancouver, from BC.
Cool.
It's fantastic.
I agree. Now when I think of going out, I think I'm going to waste money on food I can make home.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
That's exactly how we feel too. Like, we feel that the food you see out there that you get at a restaurant is not as satisfying.
It's not as satisfying.
Yeah.
Not only that, if you really look at the portions, because of all the additional things that they add to the foods, the butters, the oils, the things that you have no control over, you have no idea of what you're putting in. I saw that, Lindy.
Lindy asking, how's the plank challenge going? We're still doing it.
We are.
I can actually get through it now.
He got through it all. But I can't lie. I have my wrist issue. I broke my wrist a couple years ago, right when I proposed to Nick, if you watch the video. And so my planking sometimes is a little bit harder for me, and I can't make it through. And I'm going to do it. I'm not giving up on it, though.
Yeah, we want to do it.
Yeah.
So our plan is to actually be able to do it and then film it once we actually conquer it. We haven't stopped trying.
Nope.
We should
probably do an update on video on that at some point.
And someone named Cynthia just said, "Who is the best sister in the world?" I have no clue. I don't know who that is.
Chantal Farah.
My sister is watching.
That's my sister.
My sister's watching right now, and she was asking who's the best sister. I guess I have to say her, right?
Yeah, she's a pretty cool sister-in-law.
Yes, she is.
I can't complain.
Yeah. So yeah. Hi! I don't even know if my mom's watching right now.
I have no clue. I know there's 13 people watching, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so glad that we got you guys here. So it's 8:30.
It is
exactly
8:30.
On the dot.
Do we have any more? Oh, we have a new subscriber. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
So,
we go live and new subscribers come in.
So thank you all for watching.
I hope I didn't miss any questions anywhere, guys. If we did, we are sorry. Again, this is our new format for us. We don't know if we'll do this again. We might.
If you guys like it, let us know.
Let us know
because
we could have a better setup somehow. But again, this is all experimental for us. We're trying different things. We want to make you guys feel.
And if you guys have questions,
like to know us, and if you
Yeah.
have questions ahead of time, maybe we can do it so that way we get the questions ahead of time, and that way we can
like
prepare
this.
answers.
It was fun to see everybody's
It was
comments. We just figured out
crazy.
how to keep it like showing. I don't know why it's not
I
like.
don't know. Oh. Someone send us a question right now.
Yes,
We love it. Do it again.
Okay, it works.
Sandy, yay! Oh, but at least it stays
forgot to go to
up.
dollar store off for the stand this week. Oh, that's okay, Lindy. We actually found it. We saw it.
We found it. We did find the stand. We did find it. But the one we bought, of course, was broken.
Yeah.
So we have to go back and see if we can get another one.
We actually have an iPad sitting on a laptop right now. We like to invent ways to hold our accessories
If you only
up.
saw the other side, Vancouver Island. Whoa, very cool. Oh my goodness, Lisa, I can't believe we have fans from all over the place.
Yeah.
We have fans from in Montreal. We have fans in Australia, which is fantastic.
It's been crazy. Like, we didn't think we'd have this many subscribers.
No, we
never
didn't think it
thought
was going to
people
grow
would
this
want-
quickly.
We never thought people would want to watch us, to be honest. I never thought this many people would want to watch us, because it's just us.
I guess it's because we're weird. We're quirky.
Yeah.
We're quirky.
Yeah.
Truly love you too. I'm listening. Who's listening?
A1, I don't know. Oh, ANGM, A1 ANGM, I'm listening.
Thank you. We love you guys too. This is, you guys are.
You guys are easy to love. Thanks, Sandy.
Thanks, Sandy.
We should share handles and make new friends.
Yeah, you guys. If you guys want to share your Connect
Yes,
handles,
please.
yeah, Sarah,
Please do.
comment.
Oh,
and then,
from Ottawa. Hi, Julianne.
cool.
This is so cool.
So we might probably do this again.
We will do this again.
Because I think it's fun answering your questions. It's fun seeing what you guys want to know, and then we can also make it so that we talk
Another
about.
Ottawa. There's a lot of Ottawa people. Yay, Ajax.
Ajax.
Yay.
So thanks for watching. So this week, so of course, if you guys are watching, you're not subscribed to our channel, subscribe below. If you can't subscribe, it usually means you have to. It usually means you have to log into YouTube. That's the problem. That's usually the issue people have. So if you don't know how to do that, just Google it maybe, and it'll help you out. Montreal.
Maria, comment ça va?
And then, so...
We do speak French too.
Yes, we do. So if you want to find us on Connect, I'm Nikki Poo999.
I'm Turp7719.
And it's the same thing on Instagram. And then on Twitter, we're at www_gays. And on Facebook, we got www_gays from Fat to Fit. On Tuesday this week, we're actually starting a new series.
Sorry, I don't mean to be shaking it.
So Calgary as well.
Woohoo!
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
so
amazing,
many people.
guys.
This is
Hi,
awesome. This is
everyone.
so cool.
This is so cool.
But we have a new series
The
coming
new
out.
series on Tuesday. So we decided we're going to start throwing in some new ideas. So this week we're actually going to...
You guys, well, there's a TV show out there that's similar to this, but this is about food. So we're going to either eat it or leave it. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to talk, we're going to bring in some snacks and some food that we like to eat, a variety of different options of the same type of snack.
So we can say this week's we're doing bars.
We're doing the new WW bars.
So all the dessert bars. So what we're going to do is we're each going to taste them.
We're going to taste them, and we're going to score them individually, and then we're going to tell you if it was worth the eat it
or leave it. And we'll also go to the store. We're also going to go to the store. Someone made the Lori 61. Thanks for trying. I hope you liked it.
I hope it was good.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing that this week. And so we're going to be going to the store actually tomorrow to buy different brands of bars. Different
we
things
have the WW ones, but we want to compare them to other bars because maybe there's other bars out there that might be just as good.
Yeah.
Then that one is delicious. I completely agree. I don't like cherries, Lindy, and I loved the cherry one.
Yeah, that's what made us decide to do this. We thought it'd be fun to show, the actual products that are sold, and then try them out and show them to you guys,
and give you an honest opinion, and if we like them or not.
Yeah, and this Thursday we're actually doing a recipe for dessert nachos.
Dessert nachos.
It's 2 points. And it's
amazing.
And it's so...
I'm watching, but I can't comment though.
My mom just texted me and said she's watching.
Subscribe to the channel, I bet you.
Yeah.
Or not logged into YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll have to teach you how to do that later, Mom.
Yeah. So if you can actually send us questions on text message too, that works. So yeah, so
it's funny. I got vibrating going on everywhere. I'm like,
so dessert nachos. So we've had it twice so far, and one of them we filmed it already, so it's already ready to be released. So on Thursday you'll see that, and then next weekend we're actually airing a game show called the Gaily Wed Game.
The Gaily Wed Game.
So basically, when we were visiting with our friend Roya,
I think it was the WW Gaily Wed Game.
Could be something
like that.
So last weekend we were visiting our friend Roya, and we actually filmed a game show where she would ask us questions, and we try to guess what the other person would say, and a lot of it has to do with our journey.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of fun. We laughed a lot.
We laughed a lot.
So that's what we'll be airing next week. And then
what an awesome idea! Thank you.
And I couldn't believe what a good voice you have, Jean-Luc.
Oh, thank you so much.
He actually sang to me when we got married.
Yeah,
he made the entire room cry.
At our wedding, instead of doing vows, because I was like, I don't know how to express myself, and not that I don't know how to express myself, because I can, but I decided to sing him a song. So I sang "When You Say You Love Me" by Josh Groban, and that was the vows.
And then I know that when Angie M had a quick question about the brand of olive oil spritz we use
I'll go get it.
He's actually going to get it. We use Bertolli olive oil spray. It's 0 points. And we love it better than Pam because it has a better taste.
And I don't use it all the time.
And we don't use it all the time. We have, a lot of the stuff we buy is silicone, so the stuff we can...
Or I use broth.
Yeah.
I'll use chicken broth.
I was very proud. I'm always proud when he sings. I love when he sings.
This is the Bertolli spray we use.
Buy.
And I love it. I honestly love it. I like it more. It has no taste to it.
Yeah.
Yes, we need more singing. My hubby sings as well in our
wedding. Is beyond memorable. The best gift ever.
Yeah,
Aww.
it was, and mine was a comedy act.
It was quite funny. It was cute.
I made people laugh, and then he went next,
and then I made everybody
bawl. So it was kind of. Can't believe it's been 7 years.
It's been 7 years. I know.
Stuck with him still.
He's stuck forever, no matter what.
Yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll probably try to do this again because we think we get questions a lot from people who watch us online, on Facebook and multiple places. And that's another thing I want to say. If you ever want to have a question for us, we answer all our messages. We all, everybody who sends us a message on Facebook or YouTube,
thanks, Andrea,
or anywhere, we try to answer the questions. So if you have a question, send it to us, and we'll do our best to answer. And hopefully you guys enjoyed our video this week. And we'll see you guys in the future.
We'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Bye. Thanks for watching.